What is going on, gamers? Have you guys ever wanted to build a PC case for $5? The answer is probably no, but maybe you want to build like some amazing gaming PC, but you just can't spare the $50 for a decent gaming PC case. If those are thoughts that are going through your mind, then this is the perfect video for you, because today for some reason we're gonna go to the freaking dollar store and we're gonna go build ourselves a gaming PC case for $5. No joke. Minus the fans, because we can't afford. Minus the fans, of course, because RGB fans cost money. But the actual case itself will be $5. I promise. Maybe. You'll see. So anyways, let's go ahead and go to our local Dollar Tree, and we're going to see what they got and see if we could get anything that is worth our money. All right, so we've made it to the location where we're going to pick up our PC case. And, yeah, it's not exactly Micro Center or Best Buy. We're at the local Dollar Tree, about to pick up our PC case, and I guess you'll see what I mean in a minute. We're gonna go pick up our supplies. We're not gonna take you in there because I'm not about that lifestyle, but yeah, we'll see in just a little. Okay, so it seems that I have lost a ton of footage for this video, unfortunately, so I don't have the part of me coming home with all the bounty. Basically, we got this. It's like this poster board, but it's foam, and it's amazing. It's actually really cool, slightly stronger than cardboard itself. Basically, the obsidian of the real world. After we got that, we got some thumbtacks, and boom, we were done. We checked out $5 plus tax. I did get 4 of those poster boards, so if you guys are trying to do the same thing, you guys need 4. And I may have links to Amazon things down below if you guys don't want to go to the actual store and just order it off Amazon. Anyways, after that, I decided to measure a PC case that I already had and try and replicate the dimensions. So the PC that's like not on right now, that's what we modeled it all after, and believe it or not, that's the case right there, but spoilers, you guys can't see that yet. So anyways, let's cut to me building this thing, which took a lot longer than I thought, to be honest. Most people spend like supposedly 4 hours on this. This took 2 nights, and I think it's worth it. It is probably the most beautiful gaming PC case ever made out of poster board / cardboard, so I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys on the voiceover crap and all that stuff. So the very first step, gamers, you guys are going to need to measure a computer case. Go to a friend's house or go to a Micro Center, whatever, measure a computer case, or you guys could go online if you're feeling that special, and you guys can find exactly all the measurements that you will need. Once you guys sketch out the entire case and all the measurements that you could possibly need, then you can go get all your panels. Once you get them, you're going to want to trace out everything and cut it out all with a razor blade. With this foam board, you kind of cut one side at a time, then once you cut it, you fold it and then cut the rest, because paper holds each side. You are going to need a hot glue gun and some hot glue, but I'm assuming that you guys have this, or you have a mother that has this. I really hope you guys do. Anyways, start gluing and attaching things just like I did in this video. You guys really should be creative on this and come up with your own design. I don't want to have just like a copy and paste case. I want you guys to get creative and have some fun with this. If you guys do want a see-through panel, you will need to pay a little extra. But the good news is it's not a lot extra. I was able to do this for free because I had a little poster board frame that I no longer needed that just so happened to have an acrylic panel. Now you guys can buy these things on Amazon for like $10, or you guys could go to your local Home Depot and get it cut to the perfect size that you need. If you guys do just get one off of Amazon and use this like panel that comes on the frame, then you guys are going to pay a little less, but you guys are going to have to cut it yourself, which isn't too bad if you guys just score each side with a razor blade and then snap it. But look up tutorials on that part. I don't think I recorded any of that. It's not too hard if it's really thin. Just don't try and do it with glass, please. Please don't. Anyways, I made a little basement for this case to hide all the cables and all like the fire hazards and all that stuff, including the power supply, of course. And alright, on that note, this is safe to do. I've done it, I've seen other people do it, and it's actually been a thing in the past where people who are having weird shorting issues would actually put their motherboard on cardboard. It was basically like breadboarding it, and it would actually help you figure out what component on your PC is giving you the issue. Not too sure if cardboard and foam board are very similar, but hey, this worked out for me. I did build an entire PC in this, spoilers alert, but it worked. So I used a little bowl, a guacamole bowl if you guys wanted to know, to cut the size of the fans out. This actually wasn't too bad. I just traced it, used the razor blade. It did take a lot of time to get the circle looking decent, but the good news is the way I built this case, you're not really gonna see the circle all that well. So I even made these little cute feet for my PC case, and it took way too long and they turned out absolute trash. But in the end, I basically just covered it with some more poster board and it didn't look too bad. Also, don't forget the hole on the bottom of the case where you put your power supply. That one's pretty important, and if you forget to include this one, you may end up burning your entire place down. So please add that hole. I also made some sort of like front panel, kind of like the NZXT case. I have one case that looks like this and I love it. I usually like seeing the fans, but it just looks really modern when you can. And with this case being all white and having RGB fans, the lights actually kind of shine through this panel and it looks amazing and super modern. All right, when it comes to cutting holes out for like the motherboard and the power supply and the graphics card, it's really going to be up to what you have. What I personally did was I got my motherboard and I kind of fitted it in there with the IO panel and I traced out what I needed to cut out. I would suggest trying to cut the panel slightly smaller than you would think, because if you make that hole for the IO panel too big, it's not going to fit in there right and you're going to have to glue it and it's going to suck. For the graphics card, it's so weird, like you guys literally just have to cut to make it fit. This is kind of like what the backside of my case looks like. It's kind of sloppy, but it's very difficult to do this with foam board. Also, if you guys are going to be opening and closing this case a lot or upgrading it, I would suggest getting some screws off of Amazon. You guys can just use the thumbtacks that I bought from the dollar store, but the problem with these is if you take them in and out a lot of this foam board, they don't really hold up the way they did. So what I experienced was my acrylic panel was actually falling off because I kept taking it on and off. But with the screws, it seems to be working a lot better. Now, I decided to go an extra step and I created myself a power button. You guys could get one of these off of Amazon as well, and I'll have a link to one down below. But if you guys, for some reason, have a ton of PC equipment like me, you guys could go steal one off of another case and just glue it into it. That's what I did, and it seems super cheesy, but not having to jump your PC every single time you want to use it is pretty nice. Now keep in mind, this video is mostly on the case, but I did build an entire PC out of this, so you guys better stay tuned so you guys can see what the performance is like and what the thermals are like on a case made of foam board. Now after I was done, I did have to cut a few holes for cable management, but that's really for the next video. But dang, did this case turn out saucy. The airflow isn't bad at all, and you guys probably thought that it would be considering I have a front panel, but the front panel is raised with little thumbtacks, so it's able to get all the air it needs, and trust me, if my NZXT case can somehow suck air into it, this case can too. But like I was saying earlier, guys, stay tuned for the next video because I'm going to go in depth on this case. We're going to be looking at the thermals, we're going to be looking at how it performs, and all that fun stuff for you nerds. So because this case is so light, maybe because it's made out of foam, it is a little top heavy. When you add the power supply in, it gets a lot better, it's pretty stable, but when you're putting like just the motherboard in and some fans, it gets a little top heavy. So it's just one of the things, it's not going to feel like a metal case because it is literally foam. But the good news is when you're done, and if you're as crafty with a razor blade as me, it will look like a real case from far away. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably wondering, is this safe? I think this probably isn't a good idea. Isn't this going to like cause like electrostatic all over the place? And I actually haven't had any problems, and neither have the other people that have tried this. I actually got this idea from Linus Tech Tips originally, and then I found Timmy Joe PC Tech. He's an awesome dude. He's gonna definitely be in the link down below. He makes a lot of really good tech content, but he made the case that I kind of modeled mine after. And his PC ran whenever he built it in this case. You basically just screw the motherboard straight into the foam on the back, and it just works. Alright, so you guys made it towards the end of the video, and this is the beautiful case over there, and I'm gonna give my honest opinion on it. It's not that bad. Like, honestly, it doesn't look bad when you're looking at it from at least like 10 feet away, and it seems to have good airflow, and it's holding together regardless of it just being hot glue and poster board. It's not bad. It was only $5. So I'm gonna have like probably a little cinematic thing at the end, or I may have already had one. I hope you guys are able to see the potential of a $5 case, like legitimately. I'm not joking here. You guys can do it. You guys could even get on Amazon and find like an RGB strip to make this look even better. I'll have a link to that down below. You guys know the drill. We got to get that Amazon affiliate link booming. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate all of you guys. If you guys want to see me build like an actual PC in this case, like the PC that's right there, you guys better subscribe. I'm telling you, it's going to be some great content. We're going to make a few videos out of this. We're going to make the cheapest gaming PC ever. And then like this mediocre one, that's probably going to cost you around like $250. So anyways, yeah, that is the content for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.